Hey guys, it's me, Captain Norseman, and basically, I'm going to do a very interesting video about one of the biggest movies coming out next year, and probably for the next 6 years if you're a comic book fan. This is probably one of the biggest potential epic blockbusters coming, especially next year, and it is X-Men Apocalypse, pretty much one of 20th Century Fox's big X-Men movies, but it's probably the most anticipating one out of them all. And I may be joined by other people. You may see other people jump in, so just in case. Yeah, be ready for that if that happens. But pretty much basically doing this on my own at the moment. So let's go for it. Now, I've been thinking about X Men Apocalypse for a while because there's been a lot of development. There's been loads of casting, loads of teasing by Bryan Singer, the director himself. There has basically been a lot, pretty much, a lot of exciting things that it's an exciting prospect. As we know, Apocalypse is one of the biggest villains ever, comic wise. For me, he's my third favorite comic villain of all time. He's the biggest, probably the biggest X-Men villain ever. So that's what makes this big. Plus, as we know, this will be the final movie of the First Class people. As we know, they appeared in X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and when I mean the First Class people, I mean James McFoy, Michael Fassbender, Nicholas Hoult as Beast, and pretty much Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. So that's pretty much the First Class people. This has been confirmed by the actors and also the writers and directors themselves that this will be their final movie, pretty much, in the franchise. Now, as we know, we've actually got a younger generation, pretty much, and we will get to Tevya Smolka in a minute as he's just entered. But stay muted, Tevya. By the way, as we will talk about X Men Apocalypse, as we know, Tevya is a big X Men fan, but we'll get to his opinion in a minute. Now, I'm just going to say why I'm pretty excited for this movie. I'm really excited for this because there's pretty much what I love about this movie is so far is that obviously Apocalypse, one of my favorite villains of all time, but I think I love that the new generation, this generation where they're bringing all these X-Men characters that should have been set in the same time anyway, but before the franchise was a little messed up in the timeline. Excuse me. But what I love about it is they're bringing a lot of people from the 90s X-Men series, animated series in this, and that's what I really am happy with. The likes of Jubilee, Gambit apparently is rumored to appear. There's a lot of other people confirmed, but we will get to that in a minute, Tevya, as we do it. So Tevya, you can do your thoughts. Why are you excited for X-Men Apocalypse? Why are you so pumped up for this movie next year?
I'm excited for Apocalypse because here's the thing. After X3 would destroy the franchise, as it did the future past, which fixed the franchise. I'm excited for Apocalypse because, well, Apocalypse is the biggest villain besides Thanos, at least for the X-Men. And to see all these characters like Cyclops, Storm, Jubilee, Beast, not Jubilee, Cyclops, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, all my favorite characters in the 90s show, Gambit, and all the favorite characters come out in this one movie. It's gonna be amazing, and I cannot wait. Because as an X-Men fan, well, not a X-Men fan, not a comic fan, but as a fan, I cannot wait to see it. Like, it's gonna make, hopefully, if they pull off. If they fail, then I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, we're all going to be pissed. Trust me. We've had a few failures for the X-Men. It's hopefully with the last few years, the last three movies, had a lot more positive things to say about the franchise, and now we're going in this new direction. So let's hope this continues the trend. But let me go through the cast now, Tevya, because let's go through that. You just remain muted at the moment. But okay. As we know, the big baddie, the big villain for the X-Men in this movie, is going to be played by Oscar Isaac. He will play Apocalypse. We also have Michael Fassbender playing young Magneto, James McFoy playing young Professor X, Jennifer Lawrence playing young Mystique, Nicholas Hoult playing young Beast, Sophie Turner. So now this is when the new generation people start coming in, which is really exciting. Sophie Turner will be playing young Jean Grey, Alexandra Shipp will be playing young Storm, Ty Sheridan will be playing young Cyclops, Cody Smith-McPhee will be playing young Nightcrawler. Lana Condor will be playing a young Jubilee. Evan Peters will return, by the way, guys, as Quicksilver. Psylocke is being casted, and by the way, she's been confirmed to be in the movie. She hasn't got an actor yet, but we'll wait and see. Ben Hardy is casted in an unknown role, probably Angel, most likely. And obviously, pretty much the Four Horsemen will likely be in this movie now. Now, obviously, I'm about to get to potential other characters Cable, obviously, because he's like the only one that can defeat Apocalypse. Angel, obviously, because he's so important in this franchise. I mean, in this storyline, so he's likely to be in the movie. So Ben Hardy's probably playing him. Channing Tatum has been very heavily rumored to be Gambit in this movie, setting up obviously building to the spin-off. Now, obviously, I'm about to get to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That today has officially been confirmed that he is not going to be in X-Men Apocalypse, by the way, guys, because
Wolverine?
yeah, yeah. James Goldman. Oh, I mean
Mango.
Mangold. Yeah, yeah, Mangold. He officially confirmed that Hugh Jackman's last movie as Wolverine will be. Can you mute yourself, Tevya?
Sorry.
Yeah, his final movie as Wolverine will be Wolverine 3 in 2 years' time in 2017. It's not going to be pretty much X-Men Apocalypse, so cut him out of the race for that. So yeah, but basically I'm going to talk about the cast pretty much. Like so, let's just go through this cast. As we know, we've with the first class people, I've enjoyed them so much for the last two movies. They've been probably my favorite part of the whole X-Men franchise as a whole. So I'm really happy to see them for at least one more movie, as this is their final film and installment in the franchise. So sad to see them go, but it's good that at least didn't end badly for them. Well, let's hope this movie's good. But anyway, okay, let's get to the new generation, obviously. With the likes of Jean Grey, Storm, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Young Jubilee, Quicksilver, Psylocke, and obviously Pen Hardy playing an
No, no
unknown
short
role. Yeah, well, Scarlet Witch is not confirmed or anything. Oh, by the way, Tevi, can you mute yourself? We're getting a lot of background noise from you. But the reason why I'm excited for this, because look, the characters, the likes of Jean Grey, Storm, Cyclops, and quite a lot of these characters, like a Nightcrawler, like a Jubilee, and all them lot, most of them have not had enough screen time. Actually, a lot of them have not had a lot of screen time. And the other thing is, or either they just have not had justice done to their characters. Now, this is a chance to really, really do justice to these characters that we all know and love, comic fans. And I really hope someone like a Cyclops, like a Jean Grey, and people like that really do, really well in this film, because it is true. A lot of people's perception on a lot of these characters, a lot of people, I don't know, they don't have the right perception, like the general public, on some of these characters and everything. So, Tevye, I'm going to ask you a good question, but how do you feel about the likes of Nightcrawler, Jubilee, Jean Grey, and all them lot getting their chance to shine again, this time, and hopefully in the right way?
Well, since Sandra is coming back on Jean Grey, Cyclops, you did a Jubilee, right? Like,
Huh?
all the characters storm like be in the forefront of the movie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll be actually cool to see him like step up. Now, don't get me wrong, I go to the director. I think it was actually fine, but the problem is well, after X3 for more Wolverine than any other character, which I know a lot of people get annoyed by that, which it's a second fan. I can understand completely. I know what you're coming from. Like, but I am happy to see him do come back. But it's a young actor, and I'm hoping that we do get to see more of them in the forefront.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's something I definitely want to happen. I want to see definitely the likes of Cyclops, Jean Grey,
like
Storm, Nightcrawler,
when
Jubilee,
I
a
know
lot of
the
these characters.
I still like.
I think with Nightcrawler, it's not the fact that his character wasn't done justice. It's just because we didn't get to see enough of him in the franchise. That's what pissed us all off. We wanted to see more. So now, hopefully, this is the beginning of him starting to, reveal himself more to the general public and do the world to reveal a lot more. But anyway, we're going to talk about Oscar Isaac as the villain. Now, obviously, Apocalypse, as Tevye said, he's one of the biggest villains ever. He pretty much is. He's the biggest X-Men villain ever, and one of the
Yeah.
biggest ones in the Marvel universe. So,
Yep.
now, this is a good question. Can Oscar Isaac pull this off? Can he make this? Can the performance he does for this character be bigger than life itself? Can it be incredibly epic? Now that is obviously I have not seen too much of Oscar Isaac's acting. I've seen him in like one movie. Didn't see him too much in it though. But by the looks of it, and obviously what I've heard a lot of good things. Now, Tevye, what have you actually seen of Oscar Isaac? Have you seen anything really, or not really too much?
I think I did see him in one movie, Resident Evil Extinction. I think he did. He played Dr. Isaac, who
Hmm.
actually would be William Birkin. But since they didn't do anything to change them, I'm pretty fine with that. Like, whatever. But as for acting, I think he was good in that movie.
Yeah,
Granted, that movie was just granted that movie wasn't like the game, but you know what? You know what? I just said, you know what? Video game and the movie they're complete separate universes. So I basically did. So I just check out the movie itself. I think
yeah,
that's the only way I did see him, and I did that. I got nothing.
yeah.
You know,
We
but
haven't been seeing
I
him
think he
too
can pull it
much.
off.
But the thing is, look, I think he is going to do a good performance one way or another. But the thing is, now this is the thing. It's interesting because look, we've seen villains, and I'm not just talking about comic villains. I'm talking about all types of villains. We've
Yeah,
seen villains that have been adapted to the big screen, and obviously some of them are like incredibly awesome villains, but some of them have not been done to, you know, the true justice of what they are.
like Doctor Doom.
Yeah, like a Doctor Doom is one of them. Definitely a good example, Tevya. Well done. But the thing is, and that's the worry with Apocalypse. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, I think he'll do a good job. But the thing is, I don't just want a good job. I want an epic performance. I want a brilliant performance. Someone that all of us are going to remember for like
Like a
years to
studio
come.
statement.
Yeah, someone that's going to basically be like, holy shit, every time we watch this, it gives us shivers down our spines and all that crap. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I've got some faith in him. I do love his enthusiasm, though. That's one thing I do like about
Yeah,
Oscar Isaac. His passion.
yeah. Like that's the news because it's because you know a lot of actors these days. Well, okay now, okay not these days. Right? Back then, a lot of actors didn't really care about the care. They only care about the money,
Mm-hmm.
which I think it has happened in some recent years. Well,
Yeah.
not with Fox because I think those actors they love being there, which I'm fine with that. They're fun. I'm pretty fine with that. But other actors like let's see what's an example.
Well, one thing I would say to do on your point is back then, if you think about it, not a lot of actors who did comic book movies, because there wasn't too many back then, they didn't really care about what they were really doing, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like, now, if you look at the MCU, if you look at the DC Cinematic Universe, or you look at the X-Men franchise and stuff like that, there's a lot
yeah,
of actors, really excited about what they're doing, which I really love to see, because, if
yeah.
we were in their position, we'd be feeling the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really good. But back to X-Men Apocalypse Space, so let's make sure we stay on track with that. We just talked about the villain, obviously. That was really cool. Now obviously, let's go back to another character. Obviously, let's go. What part was I going to mention? Ah, here we go. I think a lot of people, especially a lot of comic fans, will be happy to see a certain Quicksilver return, Evan Peters, because he did do
Yep.
good in the Days of Future Past movie. The only thing is, I will admit, because everyone knows me, he's not. I didn't really like it too much. I did say it was good, but I didn't like it because it wasn't really Quicksilver. But at the same time, he did a good performance and a good job. He did what he was meant to do. He did an entertaining show, so that was good to see. And I think they have Tevya. They have promised in X-Men Apocalypse. Apparently, he's going to do a similar scene again, like he did in Days of Future Past.
Yay!
Yeah, he's apparently going to do the same thing. And then they did say I think Brian Singer said he's going to have a little bit more than just 10 minutes this time. So he's going to be in the movie
Yeah,
a lot more.
cool.
The only thing is, okay, I think now we're going to get to an interesting topic. Tevya, as we know, there is a lot of people in this movie. A
Yeah.
lot. Now, obviously, the first class people will probably be the main characters of the movie. But the thing is, will they be out? If they're going to try and balance it all out, do you reckon they can pull it off? Because I don't really know if they're going to be able to do that. Because the problem is, even though Bryan Singer has done, 3 good X-Men movies with X-Men 1, 2, and Days of Future Past,
Yep.
at the same
And
time,
put Matthew on.
yeah, not. No, but the thing is, we all have to remember is those movies weren't exactly about everybody in the film.
No, they
They were
weren't.
mainly about if we go to X-Men 1 and 2, they were mainly about Wolverine and a few other characters, and then Days of
Yeah.
Future Past was about Wolverine and the First Class people. Now that's why I think it's good that Wolverine's out the way for this movie, because now a lot of people else can pretty much have their shine. So go ahead, Toby.
Yeah. What about the Wolverine thing in general? I don't think Hugh Jackman. I love Hugh. I think he played Wolverine, but
Oh
the
yeah,
problem with Fox. Fox were the ones who pushed him to be the star and all the other characters. They said, "Eh, we care about the character. We don't care Wolverine, so we'll make our money." And which from a money perspective, it makes sense, but from a creative and story perspective, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Yeah, go ahead.
So, and to go on your point out there about the true characters, here's the thing. The X-Men themselves are this huge team,
Yeah.
and to put on those two together actually went to make some plans.
Tevya, we're here. Mute yourself. We're hearing some weird background noise every time you talk now. Just mute yourself and then unmute yourself.
That's better.
All right, now it's gone. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me just continue on before you continue. Yeah, good point. You know, it's true. The X-Men. This is what most of our complaints have been about the X-Men franchise. One of the main complaints, like the X-Men franchise, is meant to be about a team, a mutant race, but it's mainly all been about Wolverine.
Yep.
And that's not Jetman's fault. It's more like just the way they booked the whole thing, which pisses us all off. But I mean, this does give the people in there a chance. Now, if they can really do this like a true team movie, like First Class was, when it was about loads of people, then yeah, we're gonna get one hell of an awesome movie here. If not, if it's just about a few people, then the other people, then people really just should not look forward to. They shouldn't look forward to 20th Century Fox comic book team movies, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
no offense to the likes of the Fantastic Four movies, the two of them, and then also some of the X-Men movies. Let's just say most of them were about Wolverine when it came to X-Men. Only the last few have been actually pretty good, but yeah. And
Yeah.
then when we get to Fantastic Four, I think the second one was mainly all about Human Torch, really. So that's
I
one thing.
think someone was mainly about Silver Surfer and Human Torch.
Yeah, it was about those two characters. Well, Silver Surfer
Yeah.
kind of made sense because it's kind of like about him, but at the same time,
Yeah.
Human Torch was like the main one they were focusing on. But the thing is, away from Fantastic Four, we'll talk about that another time. But
Yeah.
the thing
That
is,
and worms. We could have all day.
but yeah, that's only. I think, guys, that's our worry. We just don't want it to pretty much be like another movie where, like, because if Wolverine's definitely not in it now, we know we've seen the confirmation. He may make a cameo, but a cameo's one scene. It's just one quick scene. So
Yeah. Cameo. That'd be awesome.
a cameo would be really cool if we get to see a Wolverine at least once. But the thing is, one thing I will point out. With Wolverine not there in this film, then that's kind of good actually, because it sees if they're going to let loads of other characters really, really like share the screen with everybody else, which is really good. And if they do that, then finally we're getting some really good Team X-Men movies. We're going to have to wait and see how it goes for the future, but yeah. But anyway, Tevye, you can do your final thoughts. We're going to end it here, because we got a few more guys, a few more, pretty much live shows to do today. We're going to do a few. So go ahead, Tevye, do your final thoughts.
Okay. My final thought after Apocalypse. I'm I'm hoping the movie is gonna be epic, like Days of Future Past was, because Days of Future Past was this huge list, like okay now it's Guardians, but because Days of Future Past, in my opinion, was a huge list, and that actually was a good payoff. Unlike Apocalypse does the same thing, because even though we didn't have a lot of build with Apocalypse, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, I think I can understand what that's coming from, because let's face it,
Well, if you think
Apocalypse.
about it, if you think about it, dude, it kind of makes it doesn't really matter anymore because look at it,
Yeah.
none of the franchises canon apart from First Class and Days of Future Past. So, and by the
Yeah.
way, just to go on your point about Days of Future Past, yes, Days of Future Past was an incredible risk because remember they were trying to change everything, trying to change
But
the way
not
the
completely.
X-Men franchise was. Yeah, they were trying to get it out of the crap, and they did,
Yeah.
luckily.
Yep.
So they paid off. So yeah, continue.
Yeah. Yeah. I was saying, I think Kevin. I was saying before. Like you said, Days of Future Past was a huge risk, and X-Men was in really, really bad shape after Brett Ratner destroyed everything. Thank you, Brett Ratner.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping Apocalypse hits hits a home run, because what's fair, Marvel is chicken fox and bowling now, and as much as I love the MCU, I like X-Men like more. Well, I think I like both, but I'm more of an
You
X-Men
wanna
fan.
you wanna see them do well because you wanna see more, see them push Marvel, so then there's more competition and they both keep the quality up. I get what you mean. It's the same with
Yeah.
DC as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but that for I'm hoping that movie bombed because I want that movie to go away. So we might get back the rights for that for X-Men. They didn't have the rights for X-Men. Like X-Men doing fine, at least for now. It's damn,
Yeah.
it's fucked and screwed up. Or Tom Laughlin getting involved.
He's too busy doing things at Sony, so don't worry about that,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
But yeah, so
Anyway,
do you think X-Men Apocalypse could be the best X-Men movie of all time? One last
I
question.
should, I should hope so. I want it to be great. I'm calling my fingers. If it's
Uh,
good at Disney Pass, I'll be so happy. If it's not good at Disney Pass but good at First Class, that's fine too. But it's called like X3 or X Origins, oh, it's gonna be hell to
oh,
pay.
let me tell you something, dude. If it doesn't beat X-Men Days of Future Past, then it's a failure. If it doesn't beat that. Come on, this is Apocalypse we're talking about. If he doesn't beat
Yeah.
Days of Future Past, that's gonna be a fucking failure. But yeah, thank you, Tevya, for giving your thoughts. Thank you for joining me. By
Okay.
the way, guys, just let you know, we will be back in probably about 10 minutes to do start another thing. We're gonna actually talk about X-Men even more. We're gonna talk about the X-Men franchise and everything to do with Hugh Jackman and everything. So stay tuned for that. Plus, we're gonna even talk about the Transformers cinematic universe potential thing. So stay tuned for that too.
Oh,
But
oh,
yeah,
goody.
yeah, I
That's
know we're gonna
great.
have fun talking about that, aren't we? But yeah, I'm excited for X-Men Apocalypse. You know, I can't wait to see the first trailer, like me and Tevya, many of the A-Holes Galaxy, and many people out there are. And I really hope Bryan Singer gets some. You know, he really gets Apocalypse right. I hope this is a great movie and everything. So, plus I love the First Class people, so hopefully they get an epic send-off. So,
Yeah.
guys. You know, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Captain Morrison93, follow me on Instagram, Captain Morrison93, and subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that subscribe button. Plus, Tevya, tell them where else they can find you.
You can follow me actually on Google Plus. You know, right here, Google Plus, whatever. You can follow me at YouTube.com. So I'll the link in the description. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, yeah, well, Twitter, whatever. You can just follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, then maybe 50-50.
Yeah,
And Google Plus.
we're working to get Tevya more active on Twitter. Don't worry, guys. But anyway,
Yeah.
one thing I will say, if you want to subscribe to definitely Tevya, the link to his YouTube channel will be in the description. He's got some good content. Plus, he's a good friend of ours. So yeah, just please subscribe. Anyway, guys, we're out. We'll be back later, in like 10 minutes later, doing another live show. So see ya. Bye.